Welcome back, guys. Today is 14 DPO Sunday morning. I have my 2 easy at home that I'm going to dip today. At this point, I don't really know what is going on. Today is 14 DPO. AF is due today. My app, for some reason, is predicting that my AF arrives tomorrow for 15 DPO. And I remember this happened last month too, but yet AF did arrive at 14 DPO on the dot like it usually does. So today is the day that my period is due because I usually do get my period on 14 DPO. Now, today I started spotting once again after a full day yesterday of no spotting at all whatsoever. When I wiped in the morning yesterday, there was maybe a tan color on the tissue, and that is it, and there was no spotting anymore. But then this morning, back to the little bit of spotting mixed with the discharge. So not sure if this is the start of AF. At this point, I have been spotting since 9 DPO, where it says July 12th. Then I had a day of no spotting. Then I had 2 days of spotting in a row. Was for sure the AF was coming, no cramps or anything, but I was spotting pretty red. But then Saturday I had a full day of no spotting, and then I don't know how today's gonna go. It's still pretty early. And all these days I've been feeling really nauseous. I've been having pregnancy symptoms. Let me get these opened up. I've had nausea. I've had loss of appetite, especially in the morning. And then when I finally do eat something, it just makes me nauseous. Last night we had pizza for dinner. Felt extremely nauseous after that and barely finished my pizza. And also my boobs have felt really full, and kind of how I experienced when I was pregnant, when I had my miscarriage. Most recently, my boobs felt really full, and then the nipple area felt really sensitive. So that is how I feel right now. The nipple area is almost burning, has a burning sensation every now and then. So the pregnancy symptoms are definitely there. I'm just hoping to see some lines to go along with those pregnancy symptoms. Because at this point, right now, I don't feel like AF is on the way at all. I'm not feeling any type of symptoms like that. I don't have any breakouts on my face, no headaches. I also still feel really warm. I did not temp this month. I wish I would have, but I never bought a thermometer because my other one broke. So, but I feel like my body temperature is higher. I feel hot throughout the day, especially at nighttime. When I wake up in the morning, I just feel like I'm in a constant hot flash. My temperature is definitely elevated. I wish I knew what it was, but I didn't temp this month anyway, so that wouldn't really help us a lot. So I haven't had my temperature drop, haven't had my premenstrual headache that I always get, and I usually get breakouts all over the place before my period. The only thing I have consistently is this spotting. And at first the spotting came with cramps, but now really after I think these days of spotting, 1, 2, today would be the 3rd, it's just plain spotting, involuntary, doesn't come after any type of cramps and nothing. It's just random spotting. And I'm not feeling any cramping or no feelings whatsoever in the uterus area right now. So let's give these tests some time to develop. I like to give them a full 4 to 5 minutes before looking at them because they take a long time to develop. And we will come back and see the results and just see what happens. And at this point, I will continue testing. But if AF hasn't arrived by tomorrow at 15 DPO, I don't really know what is going on. Not sure if I'm going to be late this month or not. I did have 1 month after this miscarriage where my AF was 2 days late. But like I said, that rarely happens. I've only ever had that happen one more time in my whole life, where I got my period 2 days late and I wasn't pregnant. So we'll just wait and see. let's see the results of these tests once they're finished developing, and I will share it with you guys. Okay, I haven't looked at these yet, so I'm going to hold them up to the screen and try to get the camera to focus and see if we see anything. I took two just because lately these tests have been kind of weird on how they dry. Like some of them are streaky and dry with kind of like a cloud of dye still running through them. So I wanted to take two just in case if I saw something on one, I want the other one to look exactly the same. From the camera, I am not seeing absolutely nothing on these tests. They definitely look like they went all the way through, but I don't see any lines. So let me take a closer look. Nope, there's nothing on any of these tests. So these are both negative for 14 DPO in the morning. So I'm just gonna log it into my notebook and continue to wait and see. By the way, these are all the tests that I've taken for this month so far, and I wanted to make a note about how they've dried. So far I've used these tests for May and June after my miscarriage. I had a miscarriage in April, so I've used these tests strictly for testing. And even if I look back now at the past 2 months, they dried with completely no evap lines at all. That's why I was loving these tests. But then this month is when everything kind of went downhill. I have so many splotches on tests and dye runs, and almost every single test after 11 DPO dried with an evap line. No evap line on 9 and 10 DPO. But once we start getting into the 11 DPOs, there's a line on all three of those, both 11 DPO AMs and the PM one. And then two 12 DPO AM tests, the line is more apparent on that bottom one with the dye run than the top, but they both kind of dried with an evap line. And then I guess I will see today's 14 DPO tests. I just glued them on here. I'll see if they dry with an evap line too. But I just also found that kind of weird and wanted to make a note of it. I don't know if maybe it has caught like a tiny bit of HCG, and as it dried up it showed up, or I don't know, why would all these tests all of a sudden dry with an evap when for the past 2 months I've been using the same exact tests from the same boxes and they have dried perfectly fine for me. Maybe some tests are just worse than others, but that's a weird coincidence for that to happen to me this month specifically. So we will just continue to wait and see. Like I said, just wanted to add that into this video really quick.